Alright, y'all. It's like 3:15 in the morning. Uh, I was, the butt end of my night. I was at a club called Brooklyn's, in Milwaukee and shit. And, turning up, having a good time, having drinks and shit. And, like around 1 o'clock, and decided to dip out and have a cigarette and shit. Have a drink. And while I was drinking, step out, have a square, whatever. While I'm out there, I see, 4 police officers walking up to the club. Um, 3 males and a white, police officer bitch. And immediately, after finishing my square, I tried to get back in the club, and one of the guy officers that was at the door. It was 2 of them at this particular door. One male, one female, and they told me the club was gonna be closed soon, and closed the door on me. So I run to the. I didn't run, but after finishing my square, I went to the little side door. Saying if I could get in then, cause I wasn't getting no help then. And try to knock on the other side door, then nobody come. So I go back to the front door, knocking. They didn't let me in. It's like 1:10 in the morning. Club don't close till 2. And it's 1:10 and I can't get in. It's not like I'm trying to get in. I've been in. I was allowed to leave to smoke a square, and now I'm being denied entrance for no other reason than the police officers that came decided to shut the club down. And within 5-10 minutes, everybody's starting to leave the club. And I'm saying to myself, they not doing this shit on Water Street or on Old World 3rd where the white folks be at. There's no reason for the club to be shut down at 1:10 in the morning, where this club, as every other club, has paid and got licensed to be open until 2 o'clock. 1:30 at the least, and no one's been called. You haven't been called to come here. There has been no disturbance. There's been no robbery or nothing. No one has called you to say anything bad about this particular night at this club. Why are you here? There's an injustice in the world that I'm sick of. I can't just not say nothing. This is that's 30 more minutes of partying. That's 30 more minutes of business, of money being acquired through this avenue of club ownership and promotion. It's just sickening how the world is so lopsided. How there's no fair evenness on this woman we like to call justice, with the blindfold on, with the balancing beams, that this is supposed to be a law that everyone falls under and accepts, and it's not. It's a complete mirage. It's not real. It's doctrine that they want to shove down our throats, but the reality of it is that we don't get a fair share. We don't get the same rights as our counterpoints. Every man is not equal under the eyes of God. There's a hierarchy that exists for no other reason, or the basis of it is race. No other reason are you projected or seen to be superior than the color of your skin. Because if merit and facts was brought into the equation, the hierarchy and the structure of that would be a lot different. They say numbers don't lie, and they don't, but they can be suppressed. They can be, blacked out, like classified information. They can be, swept under the rug, if you will. I just call for my black people and all those who believe in equality for all men and women, earthlings, individuals, souls, to stand up. If you can stand in line, for 30 minutes to get into some club in Wisconsin weather, you can, go down to the courthouse and stand in line to see your alderman and to see, the chief police, and make sure that you go and vote when these people are up for re-election to get somebody in. It's just ironic how if you in a white neighborhood driving at, let's say, 11 o'clock at night because you just want to drive and clear your head. I've been, stopped, pulled over for no other reason than being black in this predominant white neighborhood, but white people can roll through our hood and with impunity. It's time for us to enforce and control our neck of the woods and not entrust that into other hands that doesn't necessarily have our best interest at hand. Hella pissed about it. I was, gonna stay out there. I was talking to the people coming out, telling them how, they shut us down 45 minutes early for no other reason than we're black. You don't have no other justification for being there. No robbery, no fights, no car breaking into, nothing of that sort for you to come and enforce your judicial precinct, district authority, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and shut us down. And if police was called for no other reason and you weren't called there, and you decided upon yourself as being police officer to come and shut us down, was all the clubs in Milwaukee shut down? And if they're not, then why are you singling out this club and a black club at that? I just find it disturbing how 4 white cops can come and shut down a club that's filled with 100+ niggas. Alright, enough for the ranting. Your boy Genius signing out. Ghost.